Traveling is something we all like to do. Many of us use our traditional bicycle, skateboard, and car. But what if you could get something a little more inventive and exciting? Could you believe that a futuristic invention from one of the best science fiction movies is now real? Watch our video to find out what it is. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and give our video a big thumbs up. Get ready to have your mind blown, because today we are going to show you the 10 coolest means of transportation in the world. Electric unicycle. Do you live in the countryside or a rural area? Your commute to work must be fabulous. However, for those of us that live in overcrowded cities, we aren't so lucky. In places like Los Angeles, New York, and Beijing, driving a mile on the freeway can take what feels like forever. Luckily, there are contraptions out there to help you zip around a lot faster. One of these gizmos is the $300 TGT3 self-balancing unicycle. This gadget is selling out all over the world for 5 main reasons. First, they automatically balance themselves, so all you have to do is get on and go. Second, they are insanely safe. They have passed the quality and safety testing of the National Authoritative Organization. This is because of the accelerometer gyroscope keeps its balance based upon the weight of the rider. It even has intelligent speed protection to help keep you from running into things. Third, it is light and easy for even kids to carry. Fourth, it has a range of 11 miles with a 30-minute rapid recharge. Fifth, it can reach speeds of 11 miles per hour. The only thing that could make this cooler would be to juggle a panda while riding it. Semi-submarine. For those who have been on a boat before, in the middle of the ocean, the thought of capsizing may have crossed your mind once or twice, right? Well, imagine if it didn't matter that you were setting sail into a storm. With this awesome mode of transportation, you won't have to worry about that anymore. This is the Ego Compact Semi-Submarine. How can something be a semi-submarine? Well, it is called so because the top deck never fully submerges. The semi-submarine comes with a whopping price tag of available upon request. That's right, the price is so outrageous that you're only able to know it once you go through the buying process. While voyaging, you can either enjoy the sun and get your tan on, or you can venture into the lower compartment where you can take in the sights. But don't worry, this thing is a speed monster with 2 electrical propulsion horizontal, 3 horsepower thrusters, and a running time of 8 hours, all while cruising at whopping maximum speeds of 3 knots. For those who don't speak boat, that equates to about 3.5 miles per hour. Hopefully they have seatbelts, huh? Unicycle motorcycle. At the age of 17, Ben Gulak had a vision which he spent 3 years developing. The idea shocked the motorcycle and automotive community after its unveiling to the world. Ben has dubbed his invention Uno. The Uno has 2 wheels side by side designed to mimic that of the Segway. All you do is hop on, keep your balance, lean forward, and the bike starts moving. The design makes it easier to turn since each wheel is completely independent of one another. Each wheel also houses its own full suspension. Ben designed this by himself with the help of 3D software. He kept the design small and light so it can be easily stored indoors and even carried upstairs. The motorcycle is substantially light, weighing in at 120 pounds. The bike can carry people at a top speed of 15 miles per hour for hours. If that wasn't cool enough, it's also fully electric and recharges with a regular household outlet. If this ever takes off, we're sure it won't be long before we see a massive gang of clowns riding this bike down the street. Submarine Scooter. Have you ever wanted to scuba dive in the middle of the deepest oceans with no protection covering your body? This next coolest transport is right up your alley. We'd like to introduce you to the Submarine Scooter, made famous in the islands of Hawaii. The company promises to take you on a truly unique underwater adventure aboard one of their submersible scooters. There is no diving experience required. All you have to do is fly to one of the Hawaiian islands, sign up, hand them your cash, and set sail for the middle of the ocean. When you reach your dive location, you simply get into the scooter and close the lid. You are then lowered into the ocean with only an oxygen cord attached to your scooter. Now you can cruise the depths of the sea up to 4 miles per hour. If you're worried about them polluting the ocean, don't. All of these scooters are electric and emit no emissions. Tours typically last between 1 to 2 hours, which is more than enough time to take that selfie you've been dreaming of. Let's just hope no sharks try to photobomb you. See-through canoe. Since the beginning of time, people have traveled across the globe in search of new and exciting locales. From the tops of mountains to the deep jungles, someone was always curious to discover these new worlds. Before planes, a majority of these travels were made by boats crossing rivers, lakes, and oceans. It was not until around 1878 that Holman Jones invented the first glass-bottom boat in none other than in Silver Springs, Florida. The waters surrounding Key West, Florida are absolutely majestic and perfect for such a boat. We don't know whether we should praise the man for his brilliant invention or be scared out of our minds. It's already terrifying enough thinking of Jaws sinking a ship, but now the shark can burst right through those panes of glass. Okay, this might be an exaggeration, but still, the revamped version of Holman's invention is the see-through canoe. This new and improved version is also a product of Florida and is sold in Key West. The see-through canoe has a flat bottom and is great for beginners. It's said to be very stable and puncture-proof. The canoe is made from the same polycarbonate material used in the production of bulletproof glass. Their motto is, "Built tough, not cheap," and for our sakes, we hope so. Light-cycle. After watching the 2010 film Tron Legacy, most of us are still swooning over all the amazing technology. But what really makes us green with envy are the light cycles. How many of us want to drive one of those around the city at night? Well, there is good news for us all. Luckily for us, an inventive and creative duo known as the Parker Brothers are making our dreams come true. Mark and Shannon Parker have created the Tron. This amazing futuristic electric motorcycle was created after the brothers were inspired by Tron. The Parker brothers were told that this motorcycle was unbuildable, but they stayed true to their motto of pushing boundaries and thinking outside the box. The Tron is definitely something to see. The motorcycle has a 96-volt electric motor and a lithium battery pack. It can range about 100 miles on a 35-minute charge. From its sleek curves and beautiful detail to the hubless wheels that make it look like the bike is floating, this ride is definitely on our wish list. The cost will set you back about $55,000. You better hurry because there are only 25 made for this year. Hoverboard. Marty McFly had us wishing for his awesome hoverboard when he carved through the town in Back to the Future 2. We waited eagerly for the technology to catch up. When 2015 hit and we still had no hoverboards, we were pretty disappointed. But now we can renew our hope because the famous car company Lexus successfully created a real-life rideable hoverboard. The Lexus hoverboard has been in development for 18 months. You're probably wondering how it works, right? Creating the hoverboard required a lot of innovation, creativity, and finding the perfect combination of superconductors, magnets, and liquid nitrogen. Yes, you heard that right, magnets. Magnets can be a ton of fun, and in this case, they can create magic. There are permanent magnets in the board, along with an insulated core and liquid nitrogen that keeps the board cool. The board is placed on a track that also contains magnets and helps maintain the hovering height of the board itself. Although currently the board can only hover about an inch off the ground, we hope Lexus keeps advancing the technology. We can't wait until we start hovering around like our favorite time traveler. Aero X. Roads. Where we are going, we don't need roads, is a famous quote from, you guessed it, Back to the Future. The creators of our next coolest transportation had to be inspired by this film. The design of it also looks like the creators have spent a little too much time watching and rewatching the Mad Max series. Here is the Aero X, a creation of Aerofx, who have set out on a mission to democratize flight. For Aerofx, airplanes and helicopters are expensive and complicated. They are out of reach for most people. Their goal is to reduce cost and simplify piloting. The Aero X is a two-seater capable of transporting people 10 feet above the ground at speeds up to 45 miles per hour. Carbon fiber rotators take the place of wheels, which allows the bike to take off vertically. The design also allows the Aero X to be as easy to ride as a motorcycle. The beast weighs over 800 pounds and can carry over 300 pounds. On 1 tank of gas, it will run for 75 minutes. It is built and sold in California, and the price tag for this is over $85,000. Walk car. Have you ever been walking for a long period of time and wish you had a bathroom weight scale you could pull out of your bag, place it on the ground, and ride it to your destination? Yeah, neither have we, but apparently 26-year-old Kuniako Saito and his team at Coco Motors in Japan have been wishing for this very thing. This team came up with a cool transportation device the size of a laptop with wheels that fits in a small bag. It definitely resembles a bathroom scale, right? The device weighs about 4 to 6.5 pounds, depending on which model you get. There is an indoor model and an outdoor model. The Walk car is exactly like the Segway, but without the bulk. This small invention can hold a staggering 265 pounds and is fully electric. It takes right around an hour to fully charge, but can be used for about an hour at a maximum speed of 10 miles per hour. The rider controls the device by slightly leaning in the direction they want to travel. Once the rider steps off, it stops. The price for this easily portable, cool transportation device will set you back a little more than $1,200. Postmodern skateboard. We live in an era where we are pretty much only limited by nothing more than our imagination. The world where what was unbelievable 30 years ago is now easily a reality with some hard work and creative mind. The next coolest invention is the coolest of the coolest. It might not propel you over 100 miles per hour or let you hover over the ground, and they don't give you the ability to see the ocean floor as you travel, but their insanely lightweight, portability, and fun factor score huge points with us. Are you ready? Here it is. The side-winding circular skates. Now, they don't look like much, but these two rings are bursting with fun, ready for any user. These are compact, easy to transport, durable, and all weatherproof. And for those of you who have to call an electrician to screw in a light bulb, they are ridiculously easy to assemble. Look at these people as they zip and zoom through the streets. They are propelled by leaning side to side, and the user moves forward in a serpentine motion. But even though these skates can go through dirt, short grass, and turn on a dime, skitching is definitely something we do not recommend with these. Which one of these amazing rides do you want to try? Let us know in the comment section below. If you want to see more awesome videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching!